Betty, why is sex a fairy tale?
Well, because that's all we can deal with. God forbid sex would have any reality. I mean, it's a fairy tale.
When people write it in their notions, like remember when you were a young girl and they would say when you have sex for the first time you'll see fireworks, or it's like crossing a bridge.
You'll pass out. The ecstasy will be absolutely overwhelming.
And it's supposed to be champagne and strawberries, and you can't keep your hands off each other all the time, and you come at the same time simultaneously.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
I know it's insanity. So we can't use the terms that are popular. We can't use,
you can't
slang.
use saying that people understand what you're talking about. We're always told that whenever we go on television or in sex books, you have to use clinical language.
You can do it, but you'll get bleeped.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear me being, I start off the sentence and I go blah, blah, bleep. And then he put his bleep inside her bleep. And then they bleep, bleep, bleep. It's insanity. So what we do very often is that we're actually talking about Sleeping Beauty, Romeo and Juliet, and
isn't that avoiding sex?
Cinderella.
Yes, fairy tales.
The fairy tales. But if you want to talk about, like I had someone call me today about a private session for his wife, and they were looking for a tantra teacher. Now, I have nothing against tantra. It's a devotion that you spend your life doing. It's not.
And isn't it like they want a sex teacher? Can't we just say
actually
the word sex?
They wanted a sex teacher, and finally, after a little conversation, it turns out they want somebody who specializes in orgasm.
Another word we don't hear frequently in the culture.
So tantra is a euphemism for sex. People can talk about tantra, but they can't talk about sex and orgasms and clitorises and penises and assholes. God forbid.
It's interesting as a culture if you think about it, because sex is the one thing that unifies all of us, because it's the one thing, even if you're not having sex, we're only here to have sex. It makes us human.
To make another to make another person. It's the life force.
The most fundamental thing we can do.
So fundamental that we can't speak it. Whoa.
We dare not speak its name.
We dare not. Oh, that's it. What is it? That's the Bible, isn't it?
Yes.
We dare not speak its name. Sex, sex, sex. Say it. Sex,
sex,
sex, sex,
sex. Clitoris.
Clitoris. Cock.
Ooh, cunt. Cock and cunt.
Cunt. The cock and the cunt. Anglo-Saxon.
I just don't like when we idealize sex.
Ugh.
Sex is dirty, it's sweaty, it's animal, it's base, and that's why I love it.
It's very basic. It can't be all love and sweet and flowers and blah, 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 blah.
And it's okay that your body's going to make sounds and you're going to laugh. Like, that's okay to laugh during sex. Like, most people don't.
It's okay to blow your nose during sex.
Excuse yourself to go to the bathroom have sex.
It's okay to fart.
Well, of course. I mean, I've done it.
Yeah, of course. How did you feel the first time it happened?
Oh, or the first time a queef happens during sex?
No, a queef is.
I was embarrassed by the queef.
Oh, I'm talking about a fart.
I've farted. Well, sex smells musky.
Well, that I like. I
like it. I mean, I don't want it to be sugar and spice and everything nice. I mean, that's why it's sex.
No, it's real. It's real. It's sweaty. It's animalistic. Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing. Ow! You're being too animalistic. What?
That's the whole point. You're getting in your body. I
got to tell you, as a nation, we are in such deep doo-doo when it comes to human sexuality. I can't believe it's possible, but I think we're getting dumber. I think here's what happens, that even though we have all of the sex information going into the marketplace, it's primarily porn.
Well, that's misinformation, ultimately.
And that's basically misinformation. And all of these kids are growing up with this, and they have no idea, what reality and sex has to do with each other. There's a complete disconnect.
And where does love fit into that? What is the difference between love and lust? And between a physical, a spiritual, and emotional connection. I mean, no one ever talked about that with me when I was growing up. You kind of figure it out as you go along.
Or never figure it out. I mean, I'm still working on it, and and I'm well into my 80s, so no, I'm in my early 80s, I shouldn't say that. No, I'll die not being able to figure it out. There's always something new to learn, to know.
That's what makes sex so fascinating.
Yeah, it is a never-ending journey of discovery. Ooh, I like what I just said.
Sex is a never-ending journey of discovery. That is a good one.
Ah.
I think we should end right there.
Okay, that's what it is, kids. So you don't have to know all the answers. Just keep asking questions.